Assalamualaikum and good morning to our lecturer, Madam Mariam, and my fellow friends. We are from group number 3 from IM1G. This is our presentation for assignment group and our topic is social media and information agencies. Before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce myself and my group members. My name is Muna Fariha binti Mazisham and my group members are Nur Yang Shakirin binti Marni, Nur Hanisa binti Ahmad Afandi, Sharifah Nur Shahira binti Sharif Abdullah, Shasha Nisa binti Nur Hazman. First slide, the introduction. We should know the definition of social media. What is social media? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, social media can be defined as a form of electronic communication through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content such as videos. Social media has become a rising trend that's quite popular because of its friendly features. Nowadays, everything in the world is now at our fingertip because it only requires just a click away to find information through online. Social media help to connect with each other across distances. It also help to speed up the process of obtaining information. There are many social media available nowadays such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and many others. And the next slide, the definition of information agencies. What are information agencies? According to this M in 2011, she mentioned that information agency is an agency that specializes on information work, such as collecting, storing, processing, managing, preserving, creating, and disseminating information. Information agency have to provide a lot of information for people. Some of the information is rare and not even available on the internet. Information agency help to enable future generation to gain various information, especially historical knowledge, cultural, races, government, and country information. There are four types of information agency, such as museum, record center, archive, and library. And let's move on to the next slide. This is the revolution of disseminating information and communication. As we know, information and communication are a component that has created marvelous changing force in 21st century. According to Arifah Fasha Rasmani in 2020, she argued that the dissemination of information and communication have flourished today as the development of technology has intensified how the dissemination of information communication from traditional to modern means. This revolution can be seen through the increasing use of mass media that begin with printed materials to digital materials. As we recall the time when modern technology did not exist yet, based on the diagram 1 below, we can see that there is an infographic about how the history of the revolution in disseminating information and communication happened. The first dissemination of information and communication is start in primitive era. In the era, people used to cave painting, rock carving, and smoke signal to disseminate information and communication toward each other. And then move to the 5th century where people start to use pigeon to post letter, and then they create printing press and publish books and newspapers to spread knowledge, information, and spread current issues. And then move to the Y era where telegraph, telephone, first video phone was invented. And then in the wireless era, people start to use mobile phone. First mobile cellular phone network was invented, and then people start to use email, first text messages. And then in the IP cloud era, nowadays people used to Skype and use video conference, social media platforms to connect with each other in a long distances and use it to disseminate information and communication. Based on that, we can see how the revolution of disseminate information and communication happened. It start with printed materials to digital materials. And then for the next slide, I would like to pass to my friend Sharifah Shaira. She will present about the types of social media available.
Okay, today I will explain a type of social media in information agency and social media. The first one is Facebook, the second one is LinkedIn and Tumblr. Facebook is one of the most popular social media tools that all humans across the globe has been used this social media as a platform to communicate and share information and the latest developments that happening around the world. Facebook also claimed that it had more than 2.3 billion monthly active personal account users in Facebook. The second one of social media is LinkedIn, are also the famous and important tools for modern professionals for job hunting, that it can become a platform for business-centered social media networking that allow users to create their own profile, their skills, job experience, and also education for professionals for job hunting. Not only that, LinkedIn also offers paid e-learning tools, especially for librarians, that easier for them to empower their staff and patrons through a comprehensive libraries through online site. And the third social media is Tumblr. Tumblr are also described as part of blog or microblogging and social community by McArdle 2013. Tumblr became famous platform for blogger home that over than 300 million users and also considers as the most popular social media brand for people to 25 and under.
Next, digital marketing. Why digital marketing? In our current environment of a digital age, when the internet become vital essential to the society all around the world, digital marketing has become the most important platform to the company to grow their business. So digital marketing is a marketing that uses digital platform and devices that are available and connected to the internet. There's a few types of digital marketing. For instance, content marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, search engine optimization (SEO), pay-per-click, and content marketing. It also can be considered as a digital lifestyle alteration, when digital marketing can replace the traditional ways of printed version, for instance, billboard, magazine, newspaper, and brochure. It creates a more possibility for brand to reach customer, help to create awareness, and also drive traffic. Today, I will be focusing more on social media marketing. Social media is the easiest and effective brand building that can generate leads to the business company. It helps to spread information and valuable knowledge to the public society as fast as possible. Social media marketing helps to develop biographical profiles, communicate with friends and the audience, do research and share thoughts, photos, music, links, and more. The amount of time people spend on social media is constantly increasing daily. As we all know, Facebook is the most popular social media platform being used worldwide. In fact, Facebook has expanded their net worth by owning companies such WhatsApp, Instagram, Oculus, Unavo, and Beluga. Social media marketing help information agency like library, museum, archive to share valuable access to educational support and materials. It can facilitate social political change. For your information, we are now in a state of Library 3.0 that use technology to generate content and to make library collection accessible. Social media marketing helps information agency that enable to knowledge creation, knowledge storing, knowledge sharing, and knowledge upgradation. That is very good for information agency to invest more on social media marketing. So here's a sum of social media strategies that can be applied so that the information can be spread easily and become more accessible to the community. So the first one is information agencies should create their own channel specific social media services. They can choose either to go with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. And second one is strategy planning. They should have a good strategy planning on how, when, and why they should post something. And the third one is content creation. Library, museum, archive, data center should create something, the content that can give valuable and create awareness to the public about the importance of information. And the last but not least is the relationship marketing. It is not enough but only by owning social media account without no interaction. They should interact more and communicate more with their audience so that it can give a good impression and good relationship between these both. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
I'm going to talk about advantages. Positive impact using social media on society. Social media is not only used to talk to friends, but it is also used to discuss educational topics. During this pandemic, we always use social media for the purpose of education, so it gives a lot of advantages to our students. Second, social networking does not just benefit individual, but it also benefit businesses as well. As we know, many small business try their luck at social media, and during this COVID, using social media is one of their way to promote, and social media also is one of their way to make money. That social networking has already completely changed the way people interact in the world, but also it is advancing more to make it easier to access. 4. People also can easily access to any information agents to search about any information that needed that time. 5th, social media also is a place for young people to combat bullying, body shaming, and many more. Especially Twitter. Twitter is a place for young people to express themselves, and it is more like a diary. Everyone give motivation to each other and also to ourselves. How it benefit information management. Many students use digital library to search the information, and it also a place that students nowadays can search comfortably using a digital library. Using the internet, people actually can search a data through data center and search about their personal file without going to company. That's it from me. Thank you.
Hi, today I'll share about social media disadvantages against information agencies. There are 2 points that I will share. First is why social media networks can adversely impact society, and second, the negative effects using social media on information agencies. First, why social media networks can adversely impact society. And first is these sites minimize the amount of face-to-face socialization and replace it with online interaction that are assumed to result in low quality relationship with other individuals. This makes people become antisocial and there are low interaction between others. Second, on the internet, personal data and privacy can easily be hacked and shared. This can make a life loss and also their credibility will down. Second, next is only by making a fake story and spreading it through social media can easily destroy someone's credibility. This usually will be done by somebody who have hurt feeling or hurtful about someone achievement, and they will make a fake story and spread it through social media. And this is a picture. First picture is about daily time spent on social networking per minute. This graph is from 2012 to 2019. days by day, years by years, it will become increase and increase and increase. And second picture is about a group of people are sitting and there are no interaction between them because each of them are using their handphone and only looking by that. This show that the social between them or the interaction between them are not happening. Next is the negative effects using social media on information agencies. First, the impact of social technology on the current world of museums are put here in the sense of shortened institutional history. In a modern society, the museum enrich the educational process by exposing knowledge to by exposing the children or public about the history in a positive way. This will affect by using the social media. The social media will affect the future generation to understand and appreciate their history and culture. Next is the internet is changing so quickly that it's hard to keep pace. This is because the internet and the social media will affect their thinking way. They will affect the human thinking way. This can make people become more distractible to doing their works or their tasks. Next is they offer an open-ended cultural information space that is structurally unclear when social media is used in museum. Next, the museum does not foresee the way in which it will use social media, and the number of people who will participate is hard to predict. It affects download speed and time. A consistent length or duration of participation is difficult to prepare for because social media is using too many or it will overload the Wi-Fi, especially the Wi-Fi, and people who are using social media will download everything by using the internet connection that are provided. And next is the problem for the museum in the social media world is to ensure that the veracity of knowledge concerning cultural material is not abandoned. This will make the staff at the museum need to make sure that the knowledge about the history are in a good or in the correct way, and it cannot make it become abandoned. And they need to update it frequently about the history so that people can see, and this affect their task because it will make the staff so many work to do. And last one is this change has centered on the making of meaning relationship between the museum and its visitors. By using social media, the museum will not have any visitors, and also it will make the museum empty and they will not get any money for to do the renovation or anything for the museum. And this show, and first picture show that the library, yeah, the library is empty because there are no visitors, and the second picture is museum or gallery that is empty from the visitors. And that's all from me. Thank you.
The conclusion of this presentation for assignment group is social media and information agencies are linked out to each other and give benefits one another and have been widely used by people across the world. The use of the social media tools had led to major change by providing various benefits. But not only that, information agencies also carry a huge responsibility to always provide the best to their customers and readers who always follow the latest information happening around the world. Thank you.